Now we are going to send things on over to News 8's Josh Scheinblum, who is live in New Haven. As we mentioned today, the first full day of spring. And Josh, for some people, it didn't shape up to what they thought it would be because of the snow.
That's right, Brian, but huge caveat in there. Yes, it was technically the first full day of spring, but we're coming to you live right now from the New Haven Green, where if you look around, it's more like the New Haven White. There is snow everywhere here. Really, not a whole lot of green lawn to be looking at. And while that might be frustrating for many of us because we're ready for some warmer days ahead, we actually met to some people who said that this cold weather, this snowy weather, is beginning to affect their bottom line. Here's what I'm talking about. We were just north up in North Haven a few moments ago, over at a local nursery called Bell Nurseries. They say that they have sold more firewood and ice melt today than flowers. Now, as you might imagine, that's a little problematic because that snow is not exactly a blessing in disguise. They only had a dozen or so customers today come through, and that's all together. That's way down from what it would normally be like. It's around 100 on a typical day this time of year. And here's something else to think about. That persistent cold that we've been seeing is having an impact on their businesses for many weeks to come.
We're probably almost 2 weeks behind schedule because of the weather. And usually the pansies usually go out, end of March, early April. But so far we're keeping them in the greenhouse at night, bring them out during the day. But hopefully when the weather breaks, we'll be able to for planting.
Now, if there's any good news with that situation, they do think that they are going to be able to meet the need when it comes to things like Easter lilies and flowers for Mother's Day, or just people who are getting ready for spring. Now, as you can imagine, when you look around, there might be some life here in the city of New Haven, but there are other businesses that are also affected by these cold temperatures. Coming up tonight at 10 and 11 here on News 8, we'll tell you what they had to say about Mother Nature's persistent cold. And by the way, Mom, stop! For now, we are live in New Haven. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.